and welcome to Hash Design. This week I'm going to talk to you about the importance of knowing Japanese when you are applying to jobs in Japan. Well, in specific, graphic design jobs in Japan. Last week we just actually had somebody come in for an interview and they weren't Japanese, they were actually foreign, and the interview went really well on a scale of skill wise. However, the only problem is the person's Japanese wasn't really up to standard, and my co-workers were actually really concerned that they wouldn't be able to communicate with the staff within the company. So that was kind of like a deal breaker for them. Even if you have skills, like even if you have really good skills, if you can't communicate in the workplace, it can be a problem and you might get told that you're not suitable for the job. Even though you might have like the best portfolio ever, it just might not happen. So it is very important to know Japanese, and there's many ways that you can learn Japanese. I'm not going to tell you about how to learn Japanese, but a way that you can show your employer that you can, well, maybe not can speak it as well, but it can show you, it can show them that you understand Japanese to some sort of level. And the way to do this is to take part in the Japanese proficiency test. Now this is the scariest book. This is the Japanese language proficiency test, and it's the Nihongo Noruku Shiken. It's the JLPT, as some people would call it, and this is the N1. N1 is the top level. Now I'm not saying that you have to have N1 to get a job in Japan. I'm not saying that you must have this, but this is just something I had in the back because I studied from this book, and I don't have N1 actually. I never actually took the test. I actually have the second level. So you don't even have to have the first level to get a job here. You can get the second level, or in some cases if you're really good at speaking and you have some confidence and you can kind of make the other person believe that you're really good at Japanese, just level 3 is fine. But I would say that 2 is standard for jobs here. You'll see it on some places that are hiring foreign people for jobs that N2 and up is required. So yeah, if you have level 2, sorry, this is the Nikyu is the old version. I took this way back in the day, but if you can get up to level 2, then you're good to go, I would say, in proving that you can actually understand Japanese. Now this would be good on the CV because it means that you could get a friend to translate your CV into Japanese and do the whole format, but the employers need to know that you have some sort of ability or you have some sort of willingness to actually learn the language. So even if you don't have N1 or N2, just try and do N3 or N4 and try and show them that you are interested in speaking and learning Japanese. Just showing that you are capable of learning the language is more than enough. But level 2, I would definitely recommend getting that. Another thing that you're going to have to do is, if you get an interview, you're going to have to talk about some design. You're going to have to talk about your portfolio. There's no way that they're going to just look at your portfolio and say, oh, that's nice. You're going to have to understand things. So another way to do that is I would pick up some Japanese design books. Now this is about colour. This is about colour design, and everything in this book is in Japanese. So it can be a bit grueling to read, but yeah, this is not for foreign people to learn Japanese. This is not for foreign people to learn words in graphic design. You'll not find a book telling you the English to graphic design words. It just doesn't exist. Maybe I should make one. Idea there. But yeah, here's a good tip: is get some Japanese design books and read them. It's the best way to understand different things and concepts in Japanese. Yeah, design books. I've also got a few other books about copy. This is a copy book about catch copy. Catch copy is very important in Japan, and you might not be a copywriter, so that's absolutely fine. But sometimes I've actually had a few briefs and there's been copy in it, and I have to kind of get my head around the copy before I can actually get around to doing the project. So even if this isn't just for an interview, even if you're just interested in Japanese design, like things like these books with like the copy, if you translate them and see what they say, it might help. This is a really cool one from McDonald's. Check out that, that's insane. But yeah, I'd get some Japanese design books and just go for it. You're gonna have to read before it goes into your head. There's nowhere that you can really pick up a book and say the easy way to be a graphic designer in Japan. There's a lot of hurdles, but go for it. Also, magazines. Magazines are key. Magazines have a lot of things that are up to date, things you talk about in your interview. I actually got asked, what was your favourite magazine in my interview, and I was so lucky that I had my iPad with me because I just brought it out and went, hey, here's all my favourite magazines. This is from the UK, and this is from this, and this is an American magazine. So it was really easy to talk about. But you are going to have to talk about things in your interview about design. Okay, you can get up to the interview process with your portfolio and with your nice CV, but when you get into the interview, you're going to have to talk in Japanese, so prepare yourself if you can. I would say try and use the JLPT as a goal to learn Japanese and get up to level 2, and then instead, this sounds really bad, but if you have the time, definitely go for it. If you have the time, go for a level 1, but if you don't, spend the time to read some design magazines, some design books, and learn the basic terms and words so that you can get through your interviews, or even if you can just email some designers to see if you can get an internship in Japan. But yeah, that's some tips for you. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm pretty sure you have loads of questions. Sorry, I probably should go into more detail about where you can get these books. I'll have a wee look and see if I can write a blog post about that at some point. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up and see you next week. Bye!